Hello and welcome to yet another. Okay, alright. We can stop that. Oh my gosh. What's going on? Okay, that's not great. No, no, get out of here. Okay, it's gone. Anyway, hello and welcome to another Tracks to Glory match. We'll be, first of all, what's going on here? This is a 2v2 tank duel tournament spanning the entire length of the map, as long as it is the 2 grid square column or row of the center point that they're fighting over. That'll make more sense later. Every 5 minutes, it gets reduced by 1 grid length. So from the whole HQ all the way up and up and up until it is just a 2x2 square. 15-minute round timer, best of 3, with overtime being no more repairing, which is big, and next kill wins. The map today, Utah Beach. So many hedges, so many fields. Not a lot of elevation to work with. You got the hill, you got this place sort of behind drowned fields. You got the entire ridge back here, but that's going to become unplayable within the first 5 minutes. I don't know, maybe some over Mammoth. There's this little rock thing over here. Not a lot of up and down options. Well, still no admin cam, but at least I am in the server. Or then could be said for, I don't know, something else. Anyway. You did it. Also, ah, very cool. So, here we are. Utah Beach. First fight we will be pointing what the hell? Pointing guns through and or around is WN7 in the south. Once again, like BDE versus, I blank on this every single time. They literally just played. Chimera, duh. Anyway, BDE versus Chimera. Both tanks went north. Spoiler alert, it was a very quick round as the P4 drove right through this gap with his gun looking here and an American Sherman looking right here. Actually, it's probably like over here by this point. And just killed it immediately. Like they just drove out of the HQ and died, and it was kind of hilarious. Second medium wrapped around over here for the Shermans, and the other P4s here, and it was over. It was done. It was toasted. The plan did not work. Presumably. Unless their plan was to lose the match immediately. You never know. But again, I would expect at least the Americans to be up north. This part of the map is just an absolute wasteland. Like, you'd have to be over here, get any use out of anything. Got a little escape hatch there, but man, if they're on that building over there, you live there now, and you can be splashed. So good luck repairing. Main feature of this map, in my opinion, is this gigantic road that goes right through the middle of the map. What this does is it basically bifurcates your line of sight. So you can't, sit back here and really get many good lines of sight. They're only like very specific angles, which is not as helpful if they aren't in those spots. However, this side of the map, road favoring the Axis big time. But I still feel like as the Allies, you can... I mean, they were playing last time. If the P4 had been looking left, why it wasn't looking left, I'll never know. It would have worked for the PZ4s, in all honesty. But their turret was not looking left, and it did not work out, and it was suboptimal. Let's say suboptimal. Definitely suboptimal. So I'm wondering if we will see more of a slow play from either team. Again, like, cause there's like no good long line of sight options. Like, you can kind of snipe from here to the building, but like, if they're not at the building, like, you can't. There's no good plan. Let me put it this way: there's no good long-range line of sight that you can plan around right off the beginning. 109 start. Okay, that's 1 minute. 1 minute from now. 1 minute start. Set the timers. Both P4s looking to go south. Now, for the Axis, the south is very nice. Very nice indeed. You have this whole compound, and I mean, where are the U.S. staging? Go all the way back. The beach. They might be south. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. Is this elevated at all? No, not really. So, no cheeky snipes coming out. And here we go. Timer appears to be working. Smoke rounds coming out at key junctions here. American mediums not looking to get caught out from a snipe. I wonder if that means the game plan is get up in there real nice and dirty like and just close this gap off. Wait, what? That was weird. Thought I saw something. I did not. More rounds going out. Big TL opting to play for the north half of the south. Going to post up here. Not a bad angle. Again, expecting to challenge to the north. This tank, positioning may look due east. Can you fit through there? I don't think you can fit through there. Alright, that looks like where they have planned to hold. Americans holding at the compound proper. As we enter the somewhat obligatory standstill phase here. Both teams, you know, running through the checklist of spots to check. Doing their Santa Claus style due diligence, checking them again. Patience going to be the name of the game here, as neither, well, one tank set up. I guess the other tank, they're worried, they're holding off against the aggressive play. Trying to cover the road. No marks that I can see going out, so P4's still not sure enemy Shermans are. Shermans appear to be in the same situation. 1P4 pretty much hiding completely. Oh, they are, at this point, worried about the wraparound. Both teams covering off against the aggressive opener. Being shot from behind would be a tilter. Bit of motion here from the P4. They have to be very afraid of this opening and especially this road. Tanks trying to cover off from northern aggression, so the cat and mouse phase here. We just have two mice. That makes sense? Is that cancelable? Anyway. P4's, this P4 has essentially a better idea. I mean, his barrel's pointing closer than any other tank. To another tank than any of the other tanks. Let's put it that way. very worried about this northern wrap. But that leaves them pretty exposed up here. I guess you just drive behind the building. I feel like whoever gets figured out first. And they are just not worried about that house corner angle. Okay, sorry, my mic is just dying right now. Anyway, still in a stalemate situation here. I'm somewhat nervously back and forth, scoping out the sightlines as best they can. And the Force have not moved. They are very much so willing to play the waiting game. They don't ever have to move. Neither team has to move. Except to, you know, finish this game and get along with the day. I don't know what happens if game just ends and no one moves. I really hope that doesn't happen. But these Shermans appear to be convinced that the P4s are north, and huh. We're not the only real angle he can see. Oh. They are still awake. This guy's still gun barrels north. Know if they use the wrong informant, because the Boers are not north. Germans believe otherwise. It does appear that we have hit the final map reduction with 5 minutes left in regulation play, and AFK strat. Well, it hasn't lost them yet. Nervous back and forth play also has not lost them yet. Just thoroughly convinced that they're north. Why? They come up with some sort of, I don't know, he gave cattle prods. You must move forward. March! Sort of forced march button. Starts driving the tank forward. Wow. Uh-oh. You have a tank moving? Desertion in the ranks! Movement. Alright, well. Appears that, finished his Uber Eats just in time, for 2 minutes ago in regulation play. And, we have a mark. Yeah, sees him. Sees the movement through this gap right here. Very nice. Nice little, spotterino right there. And I guess the patience has paid off because the P4s have a mark and the Shermans are still looking just the absolute wrong direction. So it would appear that they saw round one from a last game, where the B-Force just drove out and died immediately and said, hey, we're going to do the opposite of that. We're not going to drive. And go. Oh, okay, hold on. If this is an engine shot, and their engine dies, no, it's not gonna be an engine shot. He sees him. And they must have been spooked. Or they have a mark. Oh, they have a mark. They know something's up. They are now pointing their barrels in the direction of the P4. That's a tractor, sir. Sir? Private property, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Now this. This is a plate. And hold. Oh no. Oh no. All out, you've been spotted. Doesn't matter. Teamwork? No teamwork. And, oh no. As it immediately all kicks off. Apparently, moving forward. Now, it's not over yet. Oh no. Okay, it's over. Never mind. As we have 1-0 going to the HLB fan club. All it took was just... I mean, so here's the thing. P4's got a mark and positioned 2 feet. I mean, they tried to stack up, get a sliver shot, but it never materialized. The Sherman's got a mark and then immediately drove through an open field, and it worked out for them. And it worked out. Now, next up, Chapel. Last Utah round, Scores staged themselves at this building. One looking over here, one looking over here. While the Shermans piled down this hedgerow. And one back here, and one up here. It all sort of popped off in this general direction. No, it didn't. It popped off over here. Anyway. We'll see what happens. This is one where the north, the road is on the Ally side. South, the road is on the Axis side. Again, I feel like northern part, I don't know, you can play up here on this side of the creek. It's really going to depend on which of these three sort of distinct lanes Axis is going to choose. And for Allies, it's almost the exact same thing. Judging by the 2P4's top... Wait, no. We're not there. We're at WN4. That's right. Different lineup. Hello. So, the road completely and totally in favor of the Allies. They get there first. They get to Long Peak. Axis, who get to choose where you're trapped. We saw it with the P4's EE Chimera game. Both tanks were here and they couldn't go anywhere. Sherman had just an insane peak over this. Getting the shot on the mantle square right next to the barrel essentially was what it took, and somehow the Sherman just straight up lost this fight, and it was very unfortunate for them. They had 2 crewmen repairing, they were taking turret damage. It's just like, man, feels bad. I think what happened is the P4 moved up to here, and it closed off the gunner's shot from the Sherman just enough that they hit Cupola multiple times. I feel like they got sort of scamboozled by the angle. Anyway, the second Sherman drove all the way over here and just like died, like way back here. It was good shooting by the Axis tanks in that round. The gunners really carried it for the P4s. Start time confirmed. 37 seconds from now. So both P4s out of the north here. Actually trying to close a gap all the way up to here. Will make it very difficult for the German or the Americans to engage them. And I think that that's not a bad play. Assuming that Germans move at all. Did last round. Worked out. Huh? Waves sound like? As the match has officially begun. Alright, so we're finally going to get a split here. Americans in the south play around these gaps. Smoking them if you got them. Play around these gaps, maybe around this whole building itself. This could be like a really nice spot. You can turn around, you can shoot that way. You can micro position yourself. Wars, meanwhile. That kick flip ankle. So, tank is such a scam to try. It's so bad. Okay, well, the Shermans just gave away their position. Yeah, that was maybe not the play. Well, they really, definitely 100% know where they are now. Are going to play in this little gap. Tank. Learning that this spot not quite as invincible as thought, but still a good spot. And they have it marked. So Axis no. However, allies also know this tank is marked. P4 will be able to close off that line of sight. Second P4 already being engaged. Not landing the shot. Oh, this is a bad spot to be. You're gonna die to HE in like 2 seconds. Okay, or not. Still HE this. And that crewman is dead. He doesn't get to come back. Which is a huge blow for Axis tanks here. Loving the hitboxes here. Now, they're going to know that they got a kill. And that one of these crews is pretty well scuffed. And their tank not fully repaired. But Allies immediately getting into the driver's seat here. shot. Counter shot missed by the P4. They will back out in time. And non-pen. They will take their own non-pen right off the barrel. Okay, alright, we're dueling. We're dueling. Yu-Gi-Oh! Style duel. Someone's gonna have to decide. Hold on, is P4 damaged? P4 not damaged, so advantage P4 at this exact moment. However, second P4 engaged, not getting the shell. Uh-oh. Went for the splash. This guy's gonna try and solo challenge two P4s here. It's not gonna work out. Tempo shifting back to the P4s, even though they're down a crewman. I guess you don't really need a spotter right now. Probably some HE shots. Okay, he's smoking. Gonna reposition. I like the smoke to reposition. I like it a lot. Don't get run over. It's fucking hilarious as that would be. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that was close. Uh-oh. Back up too far now. Okay, looks like their ass angle is fine. But this is, the duel. Oh no, they didn't see it. This is where the spotter would have come in handy. And this is going to be a relatively straightforward set of shots. I don't think they're going to close off this angle. And they do not. American tank getting the kill. And, here's I was completely and totally correct. Not having a lot of room, having the backstop for the HE splash just made this spot not everything you would want it to be. It does have room for tanks and multiple angles depending on where the scouting report comes in. With just about 7 minutes left. Or will back up into the corpse of the dead homie. Americans decide we playing for the clock? Or are we playing for the 2-0? Like they are playing for the kill. Exactly what the P4 is. He's trapped like a rat. Fine. They're both driving forward, which is nice. They're like, well, we haven't seen him yet. Okay. Maybe trying for some jabatery? Okay, alright, I like it. I like it. Oh, man. Disrespectful smoke. kind of gives them an out. Gives them an out to drive right here. Bro, you look through this gap and you wait until right now. Dude, that Sherman would have been toast. Unfortunate. However, are they going to get this? I don't think they're going to get this. They are not going to react in time. Do they see the hole, though? No. They do see the hole, but it's a knot pin on the barrel. Oh. Tragedy to tragedy. Oh, boy. Absolutely tragic. As the Shermans of HLB Fan Club will take the W. Firm handshakes all around. And well, at least that last one, stuff happened the whole time. A lot of shots traded. Which is why the double tap is just so important. Or repositioning in such a way that they can't actually back out in time. Yeah, well, looks like the Americans went aggressive, and I think it worked out. In fact, I know it worked out. We just saw it. They won. Well, that will do it. Me. Okay, wrong slide. Thank you for tuning in and joining for this match of Tracks to Glory. I will be joining Mr. The Fat Egg later for a 49v49 match. So, plenty of HLL to go around on this fine weekend. I need a new bike. Things not working out. Anyway, bye.